Good morning. So what a fantastic day. The plot is looking so fresh, crisp, everything's blossoming. I've got cherries on the tree. I'm sure I'm going to get some apples this year. Let's have a look around. Look how lovely this is looking now. I have bought some this year, some lobelia and petunia. Normally I grow them myself, but this year I just didn't have the room. With sorting out all the plot and stuff, I had to just get some this year. The apple blossom, it smells amazing. I also bought myself a nice big lupin as well, so that when this will give some height on this border once I put all flowers in there for the summer. So yeah, everything's coming out now. I've taken out the mustards and the rocket. That was delicious. The chickens benefited from that as well. The salad, oh, it's going crazy. It's going crazy. Spring onions. The beetroot's looking great. I still got some mustards here that I didn't put in the polytunnel. They've grown a bit slower. So peas are looking great. The sugar saps, peas, and the what are they called? Help me out. Shallots. Yeah, we're getting the last flush now of the tulips. The summer cabbages and the red Brussels sprouts are looking fantastic in that bed. You can just show that having that 18-month well-rotted manure at the bottom and then some nice compost on the top has really benefited those. You know, some of the onions are looking great as well. These ones, oh god, they're bulbing up. You know, I can harvest some of these if I wanted to now, small ones, but I'm going to carry on. Strawberries all flowering up. Garlic's going a bit yellowy. I don't know. I'm not worried about it because they are thickening up and they, you know, they're not far off harvest now. You know, 2 months. But I'm going to give it a nice liquid feed of seaweed today. My onion sets are in now. I've got some collie and broccoli in. The summer cabbages, the spring cabbages, they took a hit from the slugs this year. The only bed really, they took a hit. But I came over and I put some nematodes all over all the beds. So my tip, if you're going to use, you know, the nematodes, especially for the slugs, is obviously do it just before it rains, because they like to have a lot of wet soil, you know, for at least a week. But my tip is, if you do it in the evening, it's cooler. You know, you won't get so much, you know, losing so much moisture in the soil. And also, what time do the slugs come out? In the evening. So you're giving them that first dose as well. They're already growing at the soil. And I gotta be honest, I did the whole pile of beds. So I tend to do it in the evening time. It's cooler, and you know, the beds are welcome to all that water then, whether it's raining or not. I've got loads of planting to do as well. If you've seen the greenhouse, Jesus, honestly, wait till you see this. It's like the Garden of Eden in there. Oh god. So the buckets are all coming out now. They've benefited staying in here just in case we had any frost. We haven't. I don't think we're going to have any now. So yeah, I still got some more calabrese to go out, some more sprouts, loads of lettuce and spare plants I'm holding on for other people as well. All my flowers. Oh, the pongo beans are coming up. The Kent blue, they've shot up. You know, 100% germination there. Finally, some of my Helena Swede have come out. I was getting a bit worried about that. Everything. Look at these though. Best of all, Swede. So on the same day. Now I thinned this out as well. I've actually thinned this out, believe it or not. Helena, my favourite as well. I've jinxed it, but they are slowly dotting up now, so I should be all right. I still need to pot up loads of things. I've got some of the corn coming up, the mixed gen corn for some popcorn, and I'm really tempted. You know, I'm sure you're all doing the same. You're thinking, should I pop a tomato plant in? Should I? I think I'm going to leave it another week and then they're all going in. I've looked at the forecast for the next 10 days and I had them in last year at this time and we still had a few frosty days and they were okay, but they don't like cold soil. So I'm trying to nurture them as much as I can this year. But look at this. Look at the flush of strawberries that I'm getting on these baskets. So if you did follow my tip and put them in baskets this year, you know, loads of gardeners do this, but if you've seen the tip off my channel and you're benefiting from it, then marvellous. But I know a few people have commented me on my Instagram. If you haven't, you know, join my Instagram account, then go have a look. I'll pop it by here now. And yeah, I pop some loads of little tips and updates as well, you know, in through the week as well, because I do pop over here most evenings, you know, to water and to check on the chickens, and I might pop a picture up or things that I've done as well that are not on the blogs, you know. Right, let's go sort the chickens out. Good morning, girls. So when I designed this coop, I obviously brought it off the floor. I had that inspiration off Malcolm Kingswell. He did exactly the same thing on his coop on his channel, and when I added the door, I made sure that it was wide enough so that I could, you know, sweep everything out when I want to clean. I also added these plastics in on the door and the window and on the other side for ventilation, so I can cover it up in the winter to keep the draft off. But now it's getting warmer and, you know, it could really do with the ventilation. So I'll take these covers off now, store them, and then I'll put them back on in the autumn. Job done. But as you can see now, a lot more ventilation. Chickens actually don't want the heat, and it also increases, you know, the bacteria and infection if there was in the coop. So giving this a lot of ventilation, and the wind actually blows through the back of this coop, and at the top, I don't know if you can see, there is a vent at the back, so it lets a little bit in to blow, you know, the circulation around the coop. It was designed, and there's also another window on the side here that's, you know, that's been left open all winter so that there was some sort of flow in there as well. But for the summer, this is perfect for them. Open, free, and they'll, you know, they'll enjoy that. If it becomes windy and, you know, or too wet, and I noticed that there's rain getting in, which is highly unlikely, I will add another panel on, or I'll put a net on the front so that there's, you know, smaller holes than this. But this is a rat-proof coop. I was trying to figure out where, you know, where to store these pieces of plastic that I use for the covers, and they just happen to fit in the roof eaves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some straps up across the eaves and then slot them underneath so that they can stay in this coop at all times, so that when I need to, all the screws will be kept in this little pot, and all the, you know, the panels that go onto the coop stay in this area. Otherwise I could end up cutting it up in a couple of months' time, forgetting, and, you know, using it for something else. So at least all the panels and all the doors will be, you know, secure inside here. Right, let's get that done. There you go. And then a slide back on this one as well. There, job done out the way. So on the polytunnel hood, I've got these like little, you know, house hooks really. I think they're just for like coats and whatnot, but I know they're going to snap. From experience, these will in time snap. So I was looking about and I found these marine hooks. Now they're clever because they're used for like boats and things, and this slides back and the rope can fit into there, and they're locked shut, and they're a lot more stronger. So I'm hoping that when I add the rope in, it'll stay in place. So the plan is now that when it gets windy, you know, I want a bit of ventilation. I slide these legs down, which does come with a polytunnel kit, and you just place them like that. I've added some bungee cord with some eyelets, and then this fits in there. And now if the wind catches it, you know, it will lift and it will bounce, but hopefully, you know, it won't rip off and damage, you know, behind and also the tunnel. That's the plan. It's working, so it's working well at the moment. So I popped in 5 Cavallero, 6 Evesham Special Brussels sprouts, put some cauliflowers in, some calabrese, and on the end I put 3 red cabbages. So they're all in now in this extra brassica, you know, bed. I've got this one full of brassicas, this one full of brassicas, and then I also planted up some extra Lola Rossa inside this bed. The lettuce don't seem to be coming as quick here. I don't know if it's because it's drying out quicker than the other beds down there, but you know, they're slow and steady, and yeah, I'm happy with them anyway, because I don't want all the lettuce growing at the same time anyway. The onions look lovely, cabbage whites are flying around the place. So yeah, they're at staggered stages. I've still got this one spare, and I've still got half a bed down here, so the beds are, you know, the beds are filling up. So they're all planted up. I'm going to give it a good water now. I've harvested some of the lettuce, gave that away to some of the plot holders. I'm going to take some home today, and some spring onions. They're looking fantastic. Yeah, things are looking good. So I've had an idea. So I haven't put the potatoes out yet. I think I'm going to leave it until, you know, I'm going to put the tomatoes in. I may as well just use the greenhouse space for those, and, you know, just let them have that sheltered space for a bit longer. So I've decided instead that, you know, I've had some more wire giving off another plot holder, and I figured I do need an archway, you know, halfway down the plot for my French beans. You know, I've not got any up the top yet, so I need somewhere really I'm gonna use it. So I figured I'm gonna make like a bit of an archway, bit of a trellis wall as well. So I'm just gonna get it done. You can, you know, follow me on, watch me do it, and I'll show you at the end once I've done it all. Right, let's get that done. Right, I think I'm going to finish that archway off another day. It's half finished, you know. There is a few things I need to do to it, like, you know, make it a bit more safer, the fact that it's a bit pointy on the edges. And yeah, and I want to add this pole will go across here, but for now, just to keep it stable, it'll be like that. But yeah, I like it. I like the size of it, and it's not permanent, you know. I can take it down if I want, but for now, it looks nice. I like it. But this will be the home for my French beans this year. Right, so I'm going to tidy up, put everything away, give everything a little water, and then I'm heading home. So salad, lasagna, my night's sorted. Take care, guys, and I'll see you all again soon.